This university will pay for your full tuition as long as you make them your first choice. But before we get into it, if you are new here, you are welcome to the channel. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, like, share and comment and help support my channel. Let's get started. Today we are at the Malardalen University and this is the University Scholarship Program. It says, every year, Malardalen University offers a limited number of scholarships to students applying for a master's program with us as their first choice. The scholarship will cover 100% of the tuition fee of the program as long as you follow the normal study plan. So this scholarship will cover your full tuition for any program at this university. Now let's move on to see how we can be considered for it. So here we have first choice and it says, please note, if your application for scholarship is to be considered, you must have applied for the program at Malardalen University, your first choice, and submitted supporting documentation within deadlines published on university admissions. In addition, the application fee must have been paid on time. When applying for programs on the university admissions website, because you can apply to different programs, you are asked to rank them. So with this scholarship, you are only considered if you rank it as your first choice. I hope you all understand this. So this is university admissions and this is the website where you can apply to the programs. We are going to go there in a minute to check how to apply to programs at the Malardalen University. Then when we come down here, it says the scholarship is aimed at especially qualified students coming from countries outside of EU, EEA/Switzerland, and who are required to pay tuition fees. The scholarship is not open for students from the 12 countries with which Sweden has long-term development cooperation. Students from these countries should instead apply for the Swedish Institute Study Scholarship. So students from these countries, Bangladesh, Burkina Faso, Ethiopia, and all the rest, cannot apply to this scholarship. They can, however, apply to the Swedish Institute Study Scholarship. I've already made a video on this scholarship, so I'm going to leave it up here and in the description so you can check it and apply. Now let's check how to apply to the scholarship. So for the application, it says fill out the scholarship form and submit the application together with your other documents, universityadmissions.se. Deadline for supporting documents for the application and scholarship application is 3rd February 2025. Notification of scholarships granted are sent by email between 28th and 31st March. Malardalen University will use the same email address as used on university admissions. So if you want to apply for this scholarship, you have to fill the scholarship form and then submit it together with your documents when making your application on the university admissions website. The deadline for the supporting documents and then the scholarship is 3rd February. Now let's see the application form. It says please fill out the form and submit it along with your supporting documents through universityadmissions.se. So let's click on the form. So this is the scholarship application form and this might be one of the simplest scholarship application I have ever seen. So when you come down here, it says fill out the form and submit the application together with your other documents. We've already read this, so let's go straight to the form. The first thing is you fill your first name, your surname, your date of birth, and then your application number from university admissions. Then when you come here, you are going to write a very simple essay. It says, give 3 examples of how your intended studies at Malardalen University and your choice of study program would affect your personal and professional or academic development. So this is very simple. You are going to write it here and it says max 600 characters. The next one is, in what way would your intended studies at Malardalen University contribute to the development of your home country? This is also 600 characters. You're going to type it here. Then when you come down here, it says, upon completion of my studies in Sweden, I intend to reside in Sweden or other OECD countries. Is it a yes or a no? So you write your answer here. If it is a yes, here are the OECD countries they mentioned. So if it's not Sweden and it's any of these countries, you just write it here. I would advise that you write no, so they know after your studies you are coming back to your country. So after you are done with the form, you just download it and add it to your other documents and submit it on the university admissions website. Now let's go and see the application process on university admissions. So you are going to click this link. This is the website, and it says apply for courses and programs in all of Sweden. Apply to masters, apply to bachelors. We are applying to masters, so let's click here. Now we don't have an account, so we have to create an account. But when you come down here, it says rank your selection, and this is what we were talking about. The order you rank your selected courses and programs is super important in Sweden. So when you make your applications, you have to rank the program at the Malardalen University as your number one program or your first choice to be considered for the scholarship. Then when we come here, it says provide application documents. So let's click on this and then click on country instructions. We've already done this before, but we're going to just go through it again. Then we click select your country of study. So the countries are all here. I'm going to look for Ghana. Okay, this is Ghana. It says a bachelor's degree meets the general criteria. Your program must be accredited by the National Accreditation Board at the time of your studies. To document your eligibility, please submit your diploma and transcripts for all years. If you have a top-up degree, you need to include transcripts and diploma from your national diploma/higher national diploma. Then when we come down, we have the meeting English requirements, and it says you can meet the English requirements with your upper secondary studies with GCE O level in English, English in your SSCE or WASI. So this is for Ghana. You can check your country for the English language requirements. So this means if you don't have IELTS or an English certificate, you can just use your SSCE or your WASI to prove your English proficiency. And it says if you are documenting your English based on your upper secondary studies, you must provide documentation demonstrating you meet the requirement. Students with a completely documented bachelor's degree from a recognized university in Ghana are considered to be sufficient level of English. So you can also use your bachelor's degree from Ghana to prove your English language proficiency. Then we have the general document requirement, and it says certificates and diplomas, degrees from an internationally recognized higher education institution. So we've already mentioned this. Then you need your transcripts of completed courses and grades for each semester included in your degree. If you had courses credited or transferred from previous studies, you must also submit official transcripts for those courses. Then the next thing you need is a proof of English language proficiency. We've already mentioned this. Then proof that you meet the specific entry requirements. So with this, you have to check with the program you want to apply to on the university website and see if you need to submit letters of recommendation or motivation letters or anything like that. You have to check with your program. And the last thing is, in order to speed up the processing of application, we require a copy of a page in your passport with your personal data and photograph or some other identification document. I'm going to leave this link in the description so you can come here and read up and see some of the requirements you need before you can start your application. Now, to start the application, you just come to log in and then you create an account since you're a new user. So you click create an account. If you are not a new user, you just enter your details and then log in. Here it says, do you have a Swedish personal ID number? You're going to click no. So now you're going to create the account. So you will enter your email here, then you put in your password and confirm it. Then you prove that you are not a machine. So you click I'm not a robot. There are other steps you have to take before you can create the account, but it's not very complicated. You just follow it and you'll be able to create the account. After you've done it, you can start your application. So this is how to apply to a program and the scholarship at the Malardalen University. Good luck to everyone who is going to apply, and I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment and help support my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.